much that wait, actually, I think actually Durban is a regular name in real life. No,
Not sure.
I haven't met anyone named Durban, but I feel like I've heard the name. One?
Yeah, because of that fact alone that you've never heard anyone name it. I can't be sure on this, but I assume it's something exclusive to me.
More of, I haven't met a person in real life named that. I have heard the name mentioned in shows, books, novels, and such.
You sure you're not thinking of the word dervish?
Yeah, that's something else. That's a priest, basically.
However, the pronunciation is very similar, so I would understand the confusion.
Actually, I have an idea, Derby. If you go to Google and write Durban, then it should pop up.
We shall see. I'll do this myself, because I want to be the one to announce it, of course.
Yeah, since if it's most fair, since, yeah, you will be the one getting the evidence after all.
There we go. Let's get a tiny bit of line of sight. Okay, they're probably pissed as all hell that we stole the hammer they've got displayed in all of these freaking statues.
I'm gonna suspect the hammer is the weapon of the Emperor.
Yeah, or some spiritual, figurehead or something of the past. Where is the next
So
part?
apparently I got a couple different results. One of them is a Hungarian adverb. What the hell? Which can be used as a synonym of roughly or rudely. Another antonym, coarsely. Synonym and antonym, roughly and approximately.
Okay, we should be able to remain hidden like this.
Apparently,
so when they
a
literally walk into us, that they can spot us like that.
What the hell?
What is?
There's a word.
Okay, that. What is this that what I'm doing when I run? And is that an attempt at a slide? No, it seems to go for it. What is that move? It sounds a bit squishy.
Yeah. Okay, now I think I don't finally get what Aurora meant. And in what context I mean, okay. Yeah, sometimes my brain is very speedy. Other times, sometimes my brain needs to catch up.
And there is a Kai.
Okay, that's a nice bit.
Just leave a note. Heard you lost this. If you want the other one back, help us.
Yep. Very fancy city. I'm surprised we managed to sneak around all that.
Yeah.
Would this really be a city?
Sure.
Yeah, with all of
like
that added on, yes.
Okay, that in the background and then we cannot enter. Okay, that would make sense.
Another fine example that it might be a city to me is the fact that it's got walls surrounding the inner districts.
Yeah. So I think we all can agree. Making a realistically sized city in a game is hard.
I think you messed up a letter there. You said a T instead of K. So yeah, I think you meant making, not mating a city. That would be... I'm going to clip that just to see if I didn't mishear that myself this time.
Yeah, because that'd be funny if it was like that.
And
I'm
that's another
actually
one of those
blushing right
bots
now.
they're blocked by the auto mods. Let me get rid of that. Okay, at least we don't have to deal with their messages showing up in chat anymore.
What I'm trying to say is, with a few exceptions where you can see a massive, somewhat realistic city in a game, is usually games where everything plays inside one city.
Yeah.
But when you make a game that takes place in many cities and in many environments, yeah, you're usually unable to make a realistic city, or at least several, for cities are huge.
Yeah, that's why typically games will use representations of cities more, so that you know how in some games quote unquote cities tend to be absolutely tiny. That's because they're basically being distilled down to just a few spaces, a few streets, so that you don't get lost for freaking ever.
Yeah. Games that you may notice is the most that each feels rather small is like MMOs, but then again, they kinda have to.
Yeah.
I'm not sure too much.
It was too better than most, as far as I know. Though I only play WoW Regulars 2 as MMO, so not much experience to compare to others, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see. Akai is an honorable man who is devoted to his people. He knows we will all die if we don't defeat the hordes. It is only a matter of time. Nobi, on the other hand, he has a different motive. Know your enemy and know yourself. That is the key to not fearing a battle. Sun Tzu, my messages will work.
Will they? He seems confident in that.
Now I've got the feeling that his message to Nobu is, "Hey dipshit, I bet you one holy relic you will not work with us." Any other? No.
Oh, dear.
I'll take it, but I won't prep for it yet. But this does feel like we are finally approaching the end of the game.
Yeah. And also, like I say, he was like picking on the whole city topic earlier. Cyberpunk might be one that manages to do things kind of a certain way for representing the whole city that you're in.
Yeah.
Well, ain't that game mostly in one city?
Yeah, like most of the map is Night City, save for a few patches of open desert.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, then it will make sense for them to be able to do that since, well, you're not exploring much else.
Yep.
My weapons and armor helped face Tsuyaku's Aragami, but need to spare no effort and improve every day. Next time I'll create an unstoppable sword. No innocent should be worried when you're around, warrior.
Bless you.
Let's see. Eternity. Plus 10 armor, minus 10 attack. Okay.
I misheard the captain.
And,
Or he misspoke.
and I think I know why that flight rune is missing. It's because I died, so I didn't save it.
Oh, for...
Uh-oh. Where was I during the attack? I can assure you I was not hidden in the cart. I was defending Kuretsubo's honor, along with the others.
Right. And pigs can fly without a catapult.
Oh, dear.
Yes, I was totally sure I was.
By the way,
You were like
were we
that.
wondering what I misheard or if the captain misspoke? I thought he said fraternity.
I'm not sure if I had
Like in eternal fraternity, that would be horrifying.
I forgot what... Wait,
talk.
what is fraternity?
Fraternity are those with universities and such, those houses. Like, I guess you could say that like the Harry Potter houses are technically fraternities as well, though obviously generally far less rowdy in reputation at least.
Okay, I feel dumb. Like,
The
I know
engineer.
that one, but what if it was something to do with the pregnancy or something?
Jesus.
That young one was just the first. You will all soon end like her. Again, why haven't we just stabbed this jackass through the bars? And that's the 10 minutes counter, so... Yeah, we'll have to wait for next time to ally with Nobu. And in the meantime, we can try and think of whatever is in the message.
I feel my old bones cannot take any more battles. When Aragami come out of the grotto, I was not able to do anything. Maybe I still had my youth. Sumira would still be among us.
You cannot
She's still
blame
among
yourself
us.
for
She's
something
not
you
us.
could not have seen coming, old man.
By the way, has my voice... Is my voice changing with him each time I speak as him?
Maybe a bit, but we are doing this not in one go, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is
I don't
remaining believable to your constant accent for him, so.
Yeah, and
Thanks.
I guess I'm trying to not to do it like I did the first time voice like him, for the sake of my throat.
Right, yeah, these warlords. I don't think we've seen these in a long while. Okay. But, yeah. That'll be it for Aragami today, and we might be able to finish this next week. If we are as close to the end as I suspect we are.
Yeah, I'm guessing 1 or 2 streams more.
Yeah.
Well, that's
What
a
the next
guess.
stream. I'll be wondering
Also
what the next stream
Gesundheit
after this
there.
is.
Okay, after this game, we'll be moving on to the final of the Crisis games, or the ones we'll be streaming, since there was, I think there was a Crisis real-time strategy, I think.
Wait, what?
Let me actually...
Did not.
Crisis RTS. No. Okay, so I was wrong on that. Maybe I was thinking of Halo or something.
Yeah, because I remember seeing a Halo top-down strategy game.
Wait, doesn't they have maybe... I think there was more than one for Halo.
Could be.
Almost went Swedish there. Almost said hello.
Anyways, before we end the stream, of course, let's look for someone to raid. It's a bit busy at the moment. And let's see. I'll narrow this down to a few. We have Sapphire Cloud playing Spyro Year of the Dragon. Lazarus with 9 souls. Invader Tori with Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. I'm presuming the new version of that. And that's about it, I'd say. Any of those sound of interest, or shall I take a pick?
I'd say you take your pick.
Oh, boy, I must be my brain. I've forgotten all the options already.
Lazarus,
remember-
Sapphire Cloud, or Invader Tori?
Will it be comical for us to raid the Invader?
Okay. See, they're playing they are playing Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. So let's copy that.
This is the only game I remember you mentioning.
Okay, / raid and paste. But before we start that, of course, thank you everyone who may have been watching now or later. Thank you, Aurora. Thank you, Necro, for lurking. And as always, thank you, Drakir and Dervenlord.
You make us always, my friend. I thank you all for joining and watching this madness.
Madness indeed.
Sparta?
Oh, don't
Now I
kick
kind of
me.
now I
Dirty.
kind of wish that this game had a kick option, so you could kick people off the roof.
I won't-
You sneak up on
I
a
won't kick,
lurker
I'll
and
just
just
do-
boot.
I won't kick. I'll just do.
Now I'm reminded of that little trick I showed off at the end of the first Dishonored game. With that guard, there where I hit the railing, they turned around, and because they always flinch back when they spot you, he stepped off the ledge and fell to his death.
Oh no, do not kill mission.
There was no special condition to not kill people there.
Yeah,
What's
you
the
just did
final
not
mission?
want to kill anyone, but it became count as a kill, but you did not want a kill.
No, that was something else. I think you're thinking of me throwing a character into something, or... Anyways. But yeah, that one was totally intentional for the freaking fun of it. Right, yeah, you're definitely misremembering something there, or confusing it with something else.
Yeah, likely. It's bloody been a while.
Yeah. But yeah, before we start the raids, let's see. Yeah, Sunday we get started on the Castlevania Dominus collection with the first one, Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. Aria of Sorrow is the Game Boy Advance game. The Game Boy Advance Castlevania game. Let me say that correctly. And yeah, it is the sequel. Yeah, it is a sequel, so it will contain spoilers for the first game, but yeah, there is no easy way without an emulator to play the Game Boy Advance game. So, and well, it's already 3 Castlevanias. I'm not going to throw in a fourth because of just how long those games can go.
And we don't want to get the wrath of Nintendo either by emulating it.
Okay. Not that I think they care or even could do a damn thing, because European fair use is a lot more robust than in America and such.
Well, they have tried to sue a few YouTubers for doing it.
Okay. But yeah, like I said, Castlevania on the weekend. Monday, maybe multiplayer, depending on who are available. And yeah, potentially we finish this game on Tuesday.
Yay!
And yeah, the Wednesday after that, well, we'll have another showcase and see what we'll figure out with those 4 games. But for now, let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you all again for watching. And until next time, have a nice day. And until then.
Peace everyone, sleep well, and watch out for undead seagulls.
And vengeful spirits.
And on that Aragami, a bit of a double up on that, since they're already dead anyways.
Oh dear.
Interesting outfits for sure.